sabi nga nila, habang may buhay may pag-asa, yun ang pinakaano dito. Sabi ko.
Iyak ka, may mga innovations ka sa buhay mo, so malaki ang chance na magkakaroon talaga ng success yung buhay mo.
Tandaan nyo, we are in the business of saving lives. At hindi ka mag-fail dito kapag iyan ang mindset mo.
We need to say we have to put God number one in every area and in every...
Ito yung more drops na kung saan pwede pala muli ako mangarap. Pwede ko pala
Nagkaroon po ako ng opportunity and chance na makatulong po sa family ko, especially
na
po
to, naniniwala po ako, maibibigay ko po yung magandang kinabukasan para sa pamilya ko.
You share your success so that others can be successful as well. To live a life that matters, to live a life of significance.
We lead, and that is our ultimate reason. We are here to build, love, and nurture people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vincent Santos, and I'm a practicing internist and endocrinologist. I deal with patients suffering from metabolic disorders, mostly diabetic patients, and those with thyroid disorders. Well, I learned about the Kayani products out of curiosity. I have this patient of mine who is, first of all, she is a doctor, and you know how doctors are as a patient. And this patient of mine, a doctor, she is a diabetic, and she's on insulin and other medications. But because of her eating habits and her lifestyle, we had problems in controlling her blood sugar. But one thing that happened to her is that she developed breast cancer, and I recommended her for surgery. And after surgery and a biopsy, and after the histopathological reports came out, she had stage 3 breast cancer, meaning that the cancer has spread to the lymph nodes. And this caused her much depression. Her health deteriorated, and it came to a point that she was telling me that she might not be lasting longer. So I just told her to continue your medications, undergo the necessary chemotherapy or radiation therapy, and then I'll see you after a month with a repeat of your laboratory examinations. But before that month came, I met someone at a mall here in Marcos Highway. I went to a mall, and when I was climbing the escalator, there was somebody going down and waving her hands at me. And I saw that, well, this is my patient who's suffering from stage 3 cancer and diabetes, but she doesn't look like the last time I saw her, because she was now more vibrant. And when she told me that I'll go to your clinic, I'm going to your clinic with the results of my blood test. So she looked a lot better than when I last saw her. So the following day, she went to the clinic with her new results for her blood chemistries. And I was impressed by the improvement in her blood chemistry. And I asked her, you know, you look blooming. I told her, can I ask your secret? I was just kidding her. And then she told me, Doc, huwag ka magagalit, ha? Bakit? Sabi ko, because when I was in the hospital after my surgery, a relative of mine visited and told me to take these supplements. Well, what happened to you? This is what happened to me. I felt much better. Have you undergone the other procedures like the chemotherapy? And yes, I'm undergoing it now. But my examination of her showed that she looks much better and improved. So I was curious about these supplements. And I asked her, can you introduce me to these supplements? Then she told me, okay, I'll send to you my friend Lynn Urbano and Ed Urbano to explain to you what these supplements are. So this couple came to me and told me about this product. I studied the brochure, the contents of these products, and I thought, looks like these are good antioxidants, combination of, there's a combination of these water-soluble vitamins and fat-soluble vitamins, all clumped into just 3 products. And I remembered what I'm giving to my wife. My wife is suffering from a rare neurodegenerative disorder, which is progressive. And what she is taking are vitamins to improve her immune system, to improve her nerves, to strengthen her nervous system, etc. And it seems to be just similar to all this, the Kayani Triangle of Health. So I said to myself, why not try this Triangle of Health to my wife? And true enough, the contents of the Triangle of Health are just almost the same as what I'm giving her. And if you compute the price of the medicine, then it would be a lot cheaper with the Triangle of Health. So I tried it to her, and I tried it to myself as well. I became interested with the Triangle of Health. So I gathered the reading materials from it, and I also listened to the lectures of the likes of Dr. Yamamoto, Dr. Manalaysay of Kayani, as well as watch the YouTube videos of Dr. Andreas Becher. And I used the Kayani products for myself. Before I used it or recommended it to my patients, I want to see the effects on myself. And lo and behold, just after around 2 weeks of taking the Kayani Triangle of Health, I had this problem about motion sickness. When I ride a car or any vehicle at that, and I'm not the one driving, I really feel dizzy. And it's very impossible for me to take out my cell phone and read my messages, because just after a few seconds or a minute, I feel really nauseous. So this is my problem. And because of this, I usually bring with me, anti-dizziness pills like the Bonamine tablets. Before traveling, I take at least 2 of these tablets to avoid this motion sickness and feeling nauseous. After taking the Kayani Triangle of Health for around 2 weeks, I noticed a boost in my energy. The feeling of yung bang nalolobat ka, nawala yun, no? Because I feel losing or my energy before lunchtime. But now, during my clinics, I could last up to 1 p.m. without taking lunch, but I still have energy. Usually, after a long trip, I suffer with yung jet lag. And because of what I feel, I cannot go to clinic the following day. But I noticed that when I arrived in the Philippines after that long trip, I decided to go to clinic because I feel better the following day. I feel light and energetic. So I had my clinic the following day, and I never suffered from the symptoms of jet lag. And I decided to continue taking this triangle of health, and I decided to know more about this and if this could help my patients. Before I could not, so I tried this. I tried this triangle of health. I recommended it to my patients. I still remember this patient of mine, a diabetic who came to me after several months of complaining of non-healing wound. You know, these patients, they try to cure themselves before going to you. And if they fail, like for example, in this case, the wound he was suffering from was getting bigger and deeper. So he decided to consult me. So I gave the traditional medicines that I know, control his diabetes, and for him to have proper diabetic diet, etc. And I recommended to him to take this supplement if he wants. So he told me, anything that you will give me just to heal this wound, give it to me. So I gave, aside from the medicines that I prescribed to him, I gave him this triangle of health. And I told him to follow up just after 1 week. And I was amazed when he followed up because there was a great improvement in the wound healing. The wound was almost healed just after a week. And after 2 weeks, it was completely healed. It was flat. There was a regeneration of the skin, etc. And I was amazed on how fast the wound healed. So another patient came to me, and because I was amazed about the effects of the triangle of health in this patient, I tried to document it by taking pictures before and after of the condition of my patient, especially wound, non-healing wound. And one of my patients was suffering from gangrene, beginning gangrene of the toes, and the orthopedic surgeon was recommending him to undergo an amputation. But he was not amenable for this. So aside from the medications that I gave him, I recommended the triangle of health. And again, lo and behold, it was really amazing that the toe that was already starting to have gangrene healed. And to cut the story short, there was no amputation to this patient. I have this doctor friend to whom I tried to introduce Kayani products, but he is very skeptical about it. When I bring out the subject of Kayani, he tries to elude me and change the topic. But just probably around 2 weeks ago, he had COVID and he was needed to be confined because he developed moderate pneumonia, had chest pains and difficulty of breathing. I call him every day in the hospital just to see how he is, his situation. And it came to a point that he told me, magkikita pa kaya tayo? Baka hindi na tayo magkita. So, he's a colleague, he's a close friend, and I was not able to take this in a comfortable way. And I told him, whether you like it or not, I would make plans of how to give you this triangle of health, and you better take it. So probably out of desperation, he took the Triangle of Health, and through messenger video, I watched him taking the Triangle of Health. I saw to it that he was taking it regularly. And just after 3 days of him taking this, I could easily see through the video chat, how his appearance is improving. And on the 4th day, he was telling me that nagja-jogging na nga ako dito around the room eh. Sabi niya gano'n. He was improving, his parameters are improving. His x-ray improved and it was almost clear. And just today, he called me up. I saw him. He's already on his car on his way home. He was discharged today and he's feeling better. And he told me, padalan mo nga ako nung Triangle of Health dahil yung isa kong kaibigan na nasa Baguio is still in the hospital suffering from COVID. So, bigyan natin siya. I encourage you to be part of this advocacy. When somebody tries to invite you and try the Triangle of Health, don't hesitate. Because I know you won't regret this, and most likely you will benefit from the quality of the products, the amazing effects on your health. And if you want to go a little bit further and to benefit from the compensation plans of Kayani, then do so. And I tell you that my story, the stories of others will also, the success stories of our team will also be your story.